a fascist regime right now. It is created by the ruling class, but it's only gained political power when it helps that class and with funding from big business. That is what's happening right now. But guess what we have? People power.
That's right.
Once in power, the fascists start owning the interests of their own benefactors. That is the ultra rich. Are we gonna let that happen?
No!
So when they cut care, what do we do?
Fight back!
When they try to disappear our people, what do we do?
We say yes to health care, no to tax cuts.
Yes to health care, no to tax cuts. Yes to health care, no to tax cuts. Yes to health care, no to tax cuts. Elon Musk, shame on you. We deserve a future too. Elon Musk, shame on you. We deserve a future too. Elon Musk, shame on you. We deserve a future too. Elon Musk, shame on you. We deserve a future too. Elon Musk, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Elon Musk, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Elon Musk, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Elon Musk, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Elon Musk, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Elon Musk, you can't hide. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Marco Rubio and the Congress. Marco Rubio and the Congress. Are choosing to defund. USAID and PEPFAR.
USAID and PEPFAR.
Makes no sense. Other than the fact that they're genocidal murderers. We all seen it in the press. They laid off or fired tens of thousands of people. They froze millions and millions of dollars, actually billions of dollars. Of funding for life-saving programs. And then they said, oh, it was a mistake. We're getting waivers. Another lie. And then they said, we have to investigate all of these programs. And all foreign development grants. Because we know they're rife with fraud.
I'm VP for Advocacy and Housing Work, but I'm here with Rise and Resist and ACT UP and many organizations because the overall drastic cuts from the federal government, from Trump and Elon, will devastate our movement around HIV and ending the epidemic. But it's also bigger than that. It's an attack on Medicaid cut. It's all the infrastructure and all the services are relying upon our community, particularly our Black and trans, our LGBT, and all our marginalized communities. So we're here because we have to stick together and we have to send a long message that the unappointed illegal DOGE under Elon Musk, it must be stopped and it must be eradicated because they want to erase us. And we have to make sure that these services are provided for people here in New York City.
Musk is a product of the South African tax system, and all those tech bros have a lot of really destructive theories about being master race and the rest of us not mattering. And they really do want to break the government, they want to break research, they want to break the universities, they want to break all of it. And we are not going to stand for it.
cuts!